Welcome to the series on aptitude presented by Mentors for IAS in association with Namak APSC and Bangalore IAS Academy. So this is this is an initiative of Namak APSC to help students to prepare and study from home with the help of YouTube videos, current affairs available on the website, PDF materials on every subject, and also online tests to track your preparation. So do remember to visit namakapsc.com for more information, or you might also prefer to call on these two numbers over here. So today we'll actually be starting with number series. Now, questions on number series are based on numerical sequences. They're nothing but questions based on numerical sequences that will actually follow a logical rule or pattern based on elementary arithmetic concepts. So these questions on number series will have a particular numerical sequence. This numerical sequence will follow a logical rule or pattern based on your elementary arithmetic concepts. So a particular series uh, will be given from which a pattern must be first analyzed. So after that, you will be asked to predict the next number in the sequence following the same rule. When it comes to number series, generally you will have three types. You can have three types of questions which are asked. So one type is where a number series is given in which a number is wrongly placed and you are asked to identify that particular wrong number in the numerical sequence. That is the first type. Second type is where a number series is given in which a specific number is missing and you are required to find out that particular missing number. And the third type of questions when it comes to number series is where a complete numerical series will be followed by an incomplete series. You need to solve the complete numerical series by identifying the pattern based on which you'll have to complete the incomplete series. So these are the three types of problems which follow number series. Before starting, I want you to know that when it comes to number series, this is one particular topic where shortcuts and tricks won't work. The only way to get good when it comes to number series is nothing but to solve more questions so that you are able to identify the pattern. See, obviously, number series is nothing but where you have to identify the pattern. Some are good at it, some are not. If you give me any question paper, if you have number series, I will just look at the question once. If I'm able to understand the pattern, I will solve it. I'll go ahead with it. Or else I will simply skip that particular question and I will move on ahead. Only when I have more time will I ever come back to number series. That is what I would do when it comes to a question paper. That does not mean you have to do the same thing. If you're good at number series, please do solve it. But in order to be good at number series, you have to practice. There is no tricks, there is no shortcuts. Only when you solve more and more problems based on number series will you be able to identify the pattern sooner. Will you take less amount of time to understand the pattern. And if you are not able to practice, it will be difficult for you to understand the sequence. It is not that they will give you simple sequences like 1 2 3 4 6, then you identify, oh, 5 is missing over here, therefore the correct answer is 5. No, such simple sequences will not be given. You need some understanding. So in order to get good, please do take up number series. Number series questions are abundantly available on numerous websites for aptitude. You can take any website, choose any website, you can take number series, you can solve from them. You can try hitbullseye.com. Okay, so this is one website for aptitude. You can actually try this out, hitbullseye.com, where you have several problems with solution. You can actually try them out. Or any book that you have, you can take Tata McGraw-Hill. You can also solve problems from that particular book. So before starting with our first problem, let me just remind you to also check out other video series on various other topics that are available on namakapsc.com as well as mentorsforis.com, so that it will help you in your preparation with your exam. Okay, so let us start now. The first question says there is a missing number in this particular sequence. We have to identify the missing number over here. So this is the blank which is given, we have to identify. Now the number which is going to occupy this particular space will depend upon a particular pattern going from 4, -8, 16, -32, 64 onwards. So only when we understand the pattern over here will we be able to what do you call as predict the number which should be appearing in this particular spot over or place over here. Now this seems to be a very simple problem. See here, we have 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Don't you think this is very simple? 4 2s are 4 into 2 is 8, 8 into 2 is 16, 16 into 2 is 32, 32 into 2 is 64. So obviously 64 into 2, 64 into 2, it has to be 128. However, there are two options, 128 and 1 minus 128. Which is it? Is it minus or is it plus? Now if you see, the minus sign alternates. The minus sign alternates. So if this is minus, then 16 is not minus, it is minus 32. Then obviously this has to be minus 128. So I can say that it is actually multiplying 4 by minus 2. Again multiplying minus 8. See, 4 into minus 2 is minus 8. Minus 8 into minus 2 is 16. Minus and minus cancels out. 16 into minus 2 is minus 32. Minus 32 into minus 2, minus minus cancels out, it is 64. 64 into minus 2 is minus 128. Therefore, it is not multiplying it by 2. Instead, it is multiplying by minus 2. Therefore, the correct option is minus 128. Option B. Yes, the answer is minus 128. We'll move on to the second question over here. Now, the second question says we have 5, 10, 13, 26, 29, 58 and 61. Okay. Now obviously in this series the numbers, it is an increasing series where the numbers are always increasing. So 5, 10, 13, 26, 29, 58, 61. Now let me take the first two numbers. Okay, 5 and 10. Now don't you think 5 into 2 is 10? Of course, 5 into 2 is 10. How about 10 and 13? Now 10 and 13, obviously no, it is not a multiple, plus the difference between them is only 3. So I'm not able to find out the relationship or link between 10 and 13. How about I see 13 and 26? Okay, so 13 and 26, again it is nothing but multiplying it by 2, 13 to the 26. Now maybe there is a link over here. See, 5 into 2 is 10. 13 into 2 is 26. So maybe it is a set now. It is appearing in sets. Let me check. We have to verify that. How about 29 and 58? Is it also a set? Is 29 2s are 58? 29 2s are 58? Of course it is 58. 9 2s are 18. 1 here, 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 1, 5. So this is a series where you have a set of two numbers where one number is nothing but the multiple of the other number, and you get this by multiplying by 2. 5 2s are 10, 13 2s are 26, 29 2s are 58. Therefore this has to be 61 into 2, that is nothing but 122. Therefore the correct option is option A. Answer is 122. It is 122. Third problem. We have another series. We have to find out the missing numbers here. So we have 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49. I'm pretty sure everybody would have already guessed the answer by now. One suggestion which I would always try to give you is that whenever any number series starts with 1, okay, always check for 1 square, 2 square, 3 square. Is it a square? Is it a series of squares, or is it a series of cube? So it could be 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, something like this. Also, if it is a series starting with 1, it could be a series of 1 square minus 1, then 2 square minus 2, 2 square 2 square is 4, 4 minus 2 is 2, then it could be 3 square minus 3, that is 9 minus 3 is 6, it could be 0 to 6, then always check for this particular series. Or it could also be 1 cube minus 1, then 2 cube minus 2, 3 cube minus 3. So if a series starts with 0, do always check for this. Do always check for 1 square minus 1, 1 cube minus 1. Do check if it follows. Or else it may be some other pattern. If it starts for 1, mostly it will be 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, or 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube. Also, when it comes to number series, there is no one particular pattern. There could be two explanations for a particular number series. It is possible that one number series can be explained by two patterns. It is not necessary that if I have explained one particular pattern for a particular number series, you have to stick to it. Maybe you can find out a pattern by yourself. So it is not restricted in nature. Now this is very simple, right? This is nothing but 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, and 7 square. After this we get 8 square. 8 8s are 64. Therefore the correct answer or option is C, 64. 64. Next we move on to the fourth question. Now the fourth question is, once again we have to find out the missing number over here. Okay, so now we have 16. Now 16 is 4 square. Of course it is 4 square. How about 33? 33 is not a square of anything. 65 is also not a square of anything. 131 is also not a square of anything. So maybe it is not square. Okay, so it is not following any particular series where you have squares of numbers. How about I multiply 16 into 2 now? 16 into 2 is 32. But it is not 32, it is 32 plus 1. It is 32 plus 1. So maybe it is always into 2 plus 1. We have to check for that. How about I multiply 33 into 2? Now 33 into 2 is 66. But here it is 66 minus 1. 65. Maybe it is alternating now. Into 2 plus 1, into 2 minus 1, into 2 plus 1, into 2 minus 1. For that I have to go one step further. Let me multiply 65 into 2. 65 into 2, 62 is 120, 120 plus 10, 130. Correct? Now it is 130 plus 1 is 131. Let me just go one step ahead and check if it validates into 2 minus 1. 131 into 2 is 262. 262 minus 1 is 261. Obviously then this has to be 261 into 2 plus 1. 261 into 1 will obviously be 522. 262 25 26 into 2 is 52. 52 plus 1 is equal to 523. Therefore the correct option is A. Answer is 523. Next problem. We move on to the fifth question now. Now the fifth question is also a series, missing number series. The fifth question says we have a series 7, 26, 63, 124, 215, 342. Okay, now this seems to be a bit tricky. 7 is a prime number, but 26 is not a prime number. 26 is divisible by 13. Then we have 63. 63 is also not a prime number. 124 is an even number. 215, 342. So this is obviously slightly tricky now. Now you may have to try different methods by the time you actually identify the sequence or the pattern over here. However, let me just explain the pattern which is present in this particular number series over here. Now look at 7. Look at 7. What is 2 cube? 2 cube is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. Similarly, what is 3 cube? 3 cube is 27. 27 minus 1 is 26. What is 4 cube? 4 fours are 16, 16 fours are 64. 64 minus 1 is 63. What is 5 cube? 5 cube is 125. 125 minus 1 is 124. Similarly, 6 cube is 216. 216 minus 1 is 215. Finally, we have 342. How do we get 342? It is 7 cube. 7 cube is 343. 7 7 is 49. 49 into 7 is 343. 343 minus 1 is 342. So obviously, I hope you've understood the pattern or sequence over here. So this has to be 8 cube. It has to be 8 cube. 8 8s are, we have 64. 64 into 8. 8 4s are 32. 8 5 is 40. 8 6 is 48. 51. That is 512. 512 minus 1 is equal to 511. Do we have 511 in the option? Of course, we have 511 in the option over here. Sometimes it is possible that you have a sequence, you have identified the pattern and you find out this number. But this number is not there in the option. It only means that there is some other pattern that you have to identify. It could be possible. And it is also possible that a sequence has two patterns, and based on two patterns you have two different answers, and both the answers are also there in the options. Then I am really sorry, I don't know what the examiner is going to what the correct answer. It could be A or B, but obviously the answer key will be something. If they identify the particular anomaly over here, then they might consider both A and B to be the correct answer. If not, they will only consider either of them. It's simply your bad luck if you mark the other option or answer. We'll move on to the next question. Question number 6. Now there is a change in the type of question that we have. Question number 6 is about find the odd one out. So it is not the next number that we have to find out. A series has been given to us. In this series there is a pattern. However, in this pattern there is one number which is not following this pattern. It is an odd number, not an odd number per se. It stands out, it sticks out. So we have to find out that odd man or that odd number or the odd one out in this particular sequence which is not following the pattern over here. Now the sixth question is very simple. We have 22, 33, 66, 99, 121, 279 and 594. Okay, this is very simple now. Don't you think? I'm sure again most of you would have identified the pattern. Is 22 divisible by 11? Yes. 11 2s are 22. 11 3s are 33. 11 4s are, 11 6s are 66. 11 9s are 99. 11 11s are 121. So let me check for 279 and 594. So is 279 divisible by 11? 11 2s are 22. 7 2s are 5, 9, 11 5s are 55. No, 279 is not divisible, therefore it has to be the odd one out. But let me still check out 594 to see if 279 is the only odd one out. If not, then maybe there is some other pattern to it. 11 5s are 55, 4, 11 4s are 44. Of course it is divisible. So all numbers except 279 is divisible by 11 except 279. Therefore the correct answer has to be 279. So it is 279 over here. So let us move on to the next question, that is the seventh question over here. The seventh question has a number series 36, 54, 18, 27, 9, 18.5 and 4.5. Now, why not pause the video over here, try to do it by yourself for once. Okay, if you are able to find the answer, good. If not, I'll just solve it for you here. Now we have 36, 54, 18, 27, 9, 18.5, 4.5. Now, this is not a series unlike the previous series where it would always increase in one particular direction, or the number series would decrease in one particular direction. Okay, so we have an increase, then a decrease, increase, then a decrease, increase, then a decrease. Whenever you have an increase and a decrease, increase and a decrease, try to see if the alternating numbers are related to each other. Try to see if the alternating numbers are relating to each other. Meaning, see 36, 18, 9, 4.5. It is a decreasing series. 54, 27, 85, 18.5. It is a decreasing series. So always if it is alternating, try to do this and check for a pattern. Now see 36, 18, 9. 9 to the 18, 18 to the 36. Meaning what? 36 divided by 2 will give you 18. 18 divided by 2 will give you 9. 19 divided by 2 will give you 4.5. Maybe the same pattern will follow here. So 54 divided by 2. 2 to the 4, 1, 14, 2 7 is 14. So 54 divided by 2 is giving me 27. How about 27 by 2? 2 1s are 2, 17. 2 ones are 2 and 7, so 3s are 6 and 1, so it has to be 13.5. However, here it is 18.5. 27 by 2 is 13.5, but the series has given us 18.5. Therefore, this is incorrect. It has to be 13.5 and not 18.5. Therefore, the correct answer has to be 13.5. Now, even though I have explained this alternating pattern to you over here, in this particular case itself, let me try and explain it by another method. You have 36, 54, 18, 27, 9, 18.5 and 4.5. Try multiplying the numbers by 1.5 and the next number divided by 3. You should get the same answer. 36 into 1.5 will give you 54. 54 divided by 3 will give you 18. 18 into 1.5, 27. 27 divided by 3, 9. 9 into 1.5 is 13.5. It is not 18.5. 13.5 divided by 3 should give you 4.5. Therefore, the correct answer is 18.5. It is the odd one out. Next question, 8th problem. Here we have 582, 605, 588, 611, 634, 617, 600. Now pause the video here, try to solve it as we had done in the previous problem. Whatever I mentioned in the previous problem, try to apply this over here. Once again, we have this alternating pattern. Try to do it. So if you found the answer good, or else let me solve it here. See here we have 582 and 588, 588, 634, 634 and 600. So it is an increasing order. 605, 611, 611, 617, and it should go on like this. Now, what is the relationship between 582 and 588? Now, these are very huge numbers. Let me just check for the difference now. The difference between 582 and 588 is 6. 588 and 634 is not 6. It is way more than 6. It is 34 plus 12, so it is around 46 is the difference. Okay, let me check for here again, it is decreasing. So maybe see here, you can see every other number. You don't even have to identify the pattern over here. See 582, 588. Here it is a big jump and once again it decreases. It should have been in increasing order. By this itself, you should know that there is something wrong with 634. Maybe 634 is the answer. But let me just check for to be sure. Let me come to 605. 605 and 611 difference is 6. 611, 617 difference is 6. So maybe the difference has to be 6 always. Maybe it is not 634. 588 plus 6 is what? 588 plus 6 is what? 596. So if 596 was here, do we get 600? 596, sorry, it is 594, my mistake. 588 plus 6 is 594. 594 plus 6 will give me 600. So it is nothing but a difference of 6. 582 plus 6, 588 plus 6 is 594. 594 plus 6 is 600. It is not 634, it has to be 594. Therefore, the correct option is, my mistake. I've just mentioned two options are 634. It has to be 634. Answer is 634. Let me move on to the ninth problem over here. So we have 1, 8, 27, 64, 124, 269, 343. Now, what did I mention in one of the problems earlier in the beginning of this session? Whenever have 1, always check for 1 square or 1 cube or something like that. Okay, so let me check here. 1 square is 1, 2 square is no, it is not 4, it is 8. So maybe let me check for 1 cube. 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64, 5 cube is 125, not 124. How about 6 cube? 6 squares are 36, 36 6 are 216. It is 216. 7 cube is also 343, 7 7 is 49, 49 7 is 343. Therefore, 124 is the incorrect number here because it has to be 125 and not 124. Therefore, the correct answer is 124. Then we have the 10th question over here. Now, the 10th question, we have another series 8, 13, 21, 32, 47, 63 and 83. Now, all the numbers are in the increasing order. All the numbers are in the increasing order. Now, the first number is 8. 8 is a cube. Okay, 2 cube. But the second number is not a cube of anything. It is actually a prime number. How about 21? 21 is neither a square, neither a cube of any number. Neither is it very close to any square or a cube. Neither is 13 very close to a cube or a square. So the only square it is close to is 4. That is 16. So it is between 16 and 9. So let me try and check the difference for each and every number. Okay. So 8 and 3 difference is what? 5. Okay. How about the difference between 21 and 13? It is 8. 21 and 32 is 11. Now do you see a pattern over here? Now check the difference between the differences over here. 8 and 5 is 3. 11 and 8 is also 3. So I hope you've identified the pattern over here. Okay, now the difference between the differences has to be 3. So the difference between 8 and 13 is 5. I add 5 to 3, that is 8. Then I add 8 to 13, 21. I add 3 to 8, 11. I add 11 to 21. So this is the pattern which should follow. So maybe this is the pattern and let me check it out. Okay. So I have 32 over here. Now the difference has to be 11. I should add 3 to 11. I should get 14. I should add 14 to 32. 14 plus 32 has to be what? 6 and 4. It has to be 46. But no, it is not 46. It is not 46. let me assume if it is 46 itself. Let me check if it was 46, does it agree with this pattern that we have determined over here. Okay, so 14 plus 3, I add 14 to 3, I should get 17. What if I add 17 to 46? 46 plus 17, 7 plus 6 is 13, 4 plus 1 5, 5 plus 1 6. Of course it is 63 now. Now we are getting 63. Let me just confirm. 17 plus 3 is 20. How about 20 plus 63? 20 plus 63 is 83. So this is not 47, it has to be 46. Instead of 47, instead of 46, it is mentioned 47 in the series. Therefore 47 is the odd one out, or the incorrect option over here. Therefore the correct answer is 47A. It is 47. So these are a few practice questions for you, and the answers for these questions will be posted in the comment section. Let me just mention that earlier also, if you've asked any doubt, if I've not answered your question, please do mention that particular question in this particular video, in the comment section of this particular video. So if you had asked a question in, say, video 6, and if I have not answered it, please mention that in video 6 you had asked a question, I have not yet replied it, because it becomes tedious for me to go back and check for each and every video. As soon as I come across a particular doubt, I will send the reply, I will send the solution to the Namak APSC handle, from which the answer will be posted for that particular question, or in the comment section, which will be pinned in the comment section. That is where all the answers will be there. So do go back and check if I've already answered. If not, please do write in the comment section for this particular video. If you do have further doubts, please do write to us. Thank you for watching this particular video. I hope you've learned something. Do practice more questions for this, for these kind of questions, and also follow us for further more of such videos. Thank you.